Hello and welcome to SafelyFiled training. In this advanced training, we're going to show you how you can create templates for your clients or family members if you are a SafelyFiled Pro or Pro Lite user. With this training, you are able to set the specific folders for your clients or family members and to grant access to those folders by your office staff or family members by default. You may want to follow along step by step with your own account as you watch this video to set this up until you get comfortable with how it works. So with that, let's get started. First, log in and navigate to the Manage Clients page. Once here, click on Create Template. The template name is actually the login ID for your template, so it cannot contain any spaces. So we'll use an example for a law firm and then give it a description. The next step is to grant yourself access at a specific level. We highly recommend the sponsor level because this will allow you to delete any files that you upload into the account. So once you select the level of shared access, click OK. Now you'll notice on the Manage Clients page that your new template is set here. The next step is to go in and edit it. This really logs you in to the template using that login ID you created. The SafelyFiled family account comes with predetermined folders, but at this point you can customize all of these folders, some of these folders, or none of these folders if you would like. In our example today, I am going to create a folder for my law firm so that my clients know that this folder is the folder that I'm going to use to put documents in here for them and grant access to this folder to my legal assistant and secretary because they're going to do a lot of my work for me. So I'm going to create a folder. I'm going to call it Law Firm Documents. Hit OK. Now you'll notice the Law Firm Documents is listed here in this default set of folders. If I'd like, I can also remove a folder so that the client will have this folder by default. I will right click on the Taxes Financial folder and select Delete. And now you'll notice that folder is no longer here. In this way, if we know what our clients might want to use the SafelyFiled account for from the get-go, we can set up a customized list of folders for them. However, realize that once you sponsor your client to this account, they can go in here and change these folders however they would like. So let's get back to our law firm folder that we created. Now say you want to grant access by default to this folder to some of your office staff and associates. To do that, make sure you're on the folder that you want to grant access to and click Add Remove. Notice at first the only one listed here is yourself as the account owner, but we want to add some of our other office staff, so we will select the Manage Sharing button. This then takes you to the Manage Sharing page that you're used to seeing. And at this point, if you click on Add Participant, it's going to show you a list of all the participants that you have sharing in your SafelyFiled account. So you can select from here who you want to grant access to your clients folder by default. We're going to select the law assistant, and since she's already in the list, we don't have to invite her again. We'll click Next. We can assign what level of access we want that law assistant to have. I'm going to choose level 3, which means she can access anything on the account, but she can't delete anything. So I'll select level 3 and hit Next. We can also choose an expiration date. In this case, we're going to choose Never Expire and then Save. The last step is to assign sharing. So click on Assign Sharing, click on our law firm folder, and now if we hit Add and Remove, we see our law assistant is also listed in here. So we can click on her name, and then at this point we can even remove some specific permissions on this folder if we would like. But we're going to let her have all of those permissions and click OK. Now you'll notice on the law firm document only, you're sharing that folder with the law assistant and yourself. Now, say there is the personal info folder here that your client is going to have because you've left it in this template, but even you yourself don't want to have access to anything your client might put in the personal folder. Again, come over to the Add Remove button and click on your own name and save changes. Now you won't even be able to see this personal info folder yourself. Okay, so now we have set up our folders the way we want, and we've granted access to the law firm document for one of our office staff. You can, if you have more office staff that you want to grant access to that folder or any other folder, follow those steps again. Add remove, manage sharing, add participant, choose another, the legal intern for example, next, select a level, next, expiration date, save changes, and then assign sharing. And we're going to remove the ability to delete anything on our legal intern. So we will click on that icon, which grays it out, and then save changes. Now we need to log out of our template. Okay, so the folder for law firms access is the template I just created. Now I want to invite my client and I want to assign that template. Put in our client's name. And at this point, we want to say which template, if we have more than one template, that we want to invite this client to have. The default is the standard SafelyFiled template, which comes with the default folders and only access to you. You can, so if you have multiple templates, you can choose which one you want. We're going to choose the one we just added, templates for my law firm client, and next. And now it's just going to ask you to confirm that you want to send email and confirm the email address is correct and hit next. Next, we'll show you what it looks like from a customer's standpoint when they accept the invitation. Okay, so now I'm the client, and in my email I see, oh, SafelyFiled Pro of the Legacy Law Group and Associates has invited me to SafelyFiled. So I'll click on the invitation, and there is a link in this invitation that makes it very easy for me as a client to click on. And as the client, I can either select a new login or I can keep the login that's automatically assigned to me. For my example today, I'm going to create a new login. I'm going to drop the number at the end and just add my name, Sandra Smith, and set my password. Now as a new member, I'll answer my security questions and then be taken to the main page. Notice now this is your client looking at her account, and she has the to be filed folder, the estate planning, and there's the law firm documents. If we click on the law firm documents, she'll notice right away that she is sharing this folder with your law assistant, your legal intern, and you as her attorney or professional. If I click on the personal info folder, I'm sharing only with myself as the client. I'm not sharing with you as the pro because you removed yourself from that sharing. Okay, now let's go back to your account and I'll show you what you will see at this point. Even before your client has accepted the invitation, you can come over to My Files and find your newly invited client's name in the drop-down list, and you can upload some documents into the appropriate folder. So we're going to use our lawyer's access folder here that we created, and we will upload a document for our client. In this way, when your client accepts the invitation, she's going to have documents already loaded for her in her account by you, which makes this account even more beneficial and helpful to her. And again, because you have used the template to grant access to your law assistant and your legal intern, if you don't have the time to do this, you can have them log into the SafelyFiled account, and again, they can scroll over to My Files and they will have access by default to that client's files. As you can see, using templates to create customized folders and granting access to your office staff is a very powerful tool. As always, if you have any questions, you can contact us via live chat, email us at info@safelyfiled.com, or call us at 1-888-686-3111.